Alright, guys. You know what time it is? Oh, it's almost. It is almost the new year, and I was like, you know what? I want the new year to start with me coding. Yeah, it's gonna start in 12 minutes. While we're here fixing bugs, we launched the app to, to the first testing person, and it failed. it it didn't even get through the first wall. I mean, so it's not really that the product doesn't work. Didn't even get person didn't even get to because the authentication failed. Like there's just some weird bug with the making an account, which is so weird because that's the last thing I was worried about. Because I don't know, it was working for me. But anyways, that's just hilarious. Tried to launch it today, or at least have someone use it. And I was like, yeah, 31st, come on, give me a good thumbs up, come on. It's like, nah, bro, go back to the drawing board. So, like, you know what? Yeah, we will go back to the drawing board all the way till midnight when midnight hits. So, all I want to hear is fireworks in the sky and my fingers crackling on the keyboard. And that's what's going to happen. So, as you can see here, my beautiful website, look at that. Look at this cosmic Aries things going on. Damn, bro. Sometimes I forget how good this looks. Like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that sleekness. Oh, oh, oh yeah. Give me that a little bit of oh yeah. Give me a little bit of. If you're watching this, don't try and use it because it's just not gonna work right now. You won't even be able to get past the login page. So yeah, just letting you know. Um, Other than that, I mean, I was excited. Anyways, uh, I will not be showing anything at the moment. I don't know how long this live stream will be. I'm getting really sleepy, which is weird. This is the first time I've ever been sleepy on a countdown. But I'm working on some sensitive stuff, so I can't really show that on stream. But if I can fix it quickly, or just move on to something else more major, then yeah, then I'll show it. But for now, I'm just gonna chill out. I'm gonna try and fix this. I wonder if I can fix it before midnight. That would be pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, at least you have somebody to hang out with. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this open. Um, and let's see. Yeah, okay. You cannot see my screen. Yeah, you're just gonna have to watch my landing page. Watch it forever. Watch it until it's seared into your brain. I'm gonna play a little bit of tunes, and I'm gonna mute myself for just a little bit, and I'll be back with more closer to the countdown. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna play some tunes. Play some tunes. Oh, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Oh yeah! Oh yo 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 yo! Oh yeah! Wow! I actually missed it by 10 seconds. Can you even hear me? Yes. It's the year 2026 1-1. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Last year, there was no ambulance. There was no code. There was no app. There was no Starlink. There was none of that. None of that. That was only 6 months ago. Oh, oh, oh. Actually, more than that. It was April. April. What is it now? Damn, I can't even remember. But that's a crazy, 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 crazy story. I mean, journey in just those 6 months. I don't even know where this year went. I mean, I knew where it went, but like the highlight was probably the ambulance, and then living in the ambulance. And it feels like I've been living here forever, but it's only been a few months, bro. It hasn't even been a year. Oh my god! But it's become like all I know, and it's become like software is all I know. I forgot that earlier this year I was doing e-commerce, and then I started doing no, what was it? I was doing both. I was doing mostly blue collar work. I was doing window washing sales. I was door knocking on people's houses and selling window washing, and it was pretty good. That was a pretty wild journey. That felt like forever as well, and that felt like my life for a while. And I didn't have the ambulance. I need to remember that. I did not have the. I feel like I've had this ambulance forever, but I've had it for less than a year. And then we tried a lot of stuff this year. I'm gonna tell you, I tried pretty much so many. Oh my god, I've tried so many things, so many different things that were out of my knowledge base or experience. I just tasted this year. This year was just like the year of tasting. Well, the past 2 years have been like that, but this year I tried a lot of things. A lot of things. Oh my gosh, crazy. Uh, Now we have a software that we actually tried to get someone to use for the first time. That's pretty cool. I did not think I'd have a software at the end of the year. And it would have been even a cooler story if I fixed it before and then actually have someone giving me feedback on the software I built. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. And we have the rest of this year to look forward to the here. You know what? This needs some background music for this monologue, bro. Oh yeah. What was I saying? This year we got a lot of to-do lists. Got to bring our cats here. We gotta launch a movie, and we gotta actually market this app and just see what happens. So this year, I think I want to have 3 apps that are launched and tested that I have in my mind. We gotta launch the apps. We gotta make a movie. We're gonna bring the cats here, and have the ambulance fully decked out, at least makeshift wise. But Mark II should be complete by end of this year, and Mark II should allow me to go out into the wilderness for weeks. Technically, I can already do that, but not in a way I'd feel comfortable and safe doing. I really need that solar. I really need that extra battery. Then, yeah, I can feel confident being in the woods. But anyways, that's the target for this year. It's more just building upon what we already bootstrapped. So I guess you can say 2025 was the bootstrap year. Is taking all the research and feedback of 2022, 2023, 2024. Wow, it's a lot of years. And what is going on here, bro? Oh, just a lot of Happy New Year messages. uh, taking the 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 things and being in the trenches of those years in 2025 was like taking that trench knowledge and be like, okay, we did all this. Now let's like execute on this, which is why last year, 2025 was the trial year of like trying everything, because now we're trying to fit the puzzle piece that we've crafted into the larger picture. Um, and that's where it was stuck. So I think now 2026 is just going to be building upon that, because the bootstrap is done, and now it's more just like polishing the bootstrap. Oh man, we disconnected. This whole thing was serendipitously, meticulously created. So on one hand, I want to say it was fully architected, but it's not true, because a lot of this was serendipitous. By serendipitous, I mean I did a lot of action and volume that put me in a place where serendipity can happen, and opportunities and divine intervention and luck and all these things kind of aligned. It's like a lot of volume that put me in a situation where alignment could occur. And which is why it's very weird and hyper specific and very like obscure, is because it's very uniquely tailored to that research years to build this little bootstrap. And it's built for me, not for anyone else, which is why it may not even be that replicable, because it's created for me, by me, and I have just I have unique needs and desires, and which is why it looks a certain way. And it's going to be like that for everybody. Everyone's going to have their own version of whatever that is. And some people have similarities, some people won't. There's a lot of people living in trucks, but maybe there's only one guy living in a truck who builds softwares and runs little robots inside that truck, and cooks steaks in the wilderness, and does the things that I do, and has the social life that I do. Or maybe there is other people. It's so uniquely like niche, I should say, that I don't know. I haven't met anyone like this, at least not to this degree, like fully committed to that, which is fine. I mean, I don't really care. It's kind of like I said, but that's why it looks a certain way. I realized, and that's the bootstrap. It's like I took that lifestyle, or yeah, that image of what I had in my mind I wanted to make, and then I just made a MVP version of that. So like, let's say if I had the 100, and I remember once when I was way younger, I wrote on a piece of paper like if I had a genie in a bottle, what would my life look like, and what would that cost? And it was like, oh, you need 120 million to fulfill this type of thing. I don't even know if that's true, but that's the math I could conjure up at the time of what those things would have costed me in order to do. And that feeling never kind of changed, of those things that I wanted to do are still kind of the same. Maybe they've become more clear and less naive, but they're still the same essence. Except what I did now is I reverse engineered to how to make, instead of the 120 million version, I made the per year, 120 million per year. I was like, well, I'll never be able to afford this. I made the 12,000 per year version of that. It's a very like, MVP bootstrap version that's like barely hanging by with duct tape. If even duct tape is even lucky. But I did do that 12K per year version. I was like, oh, this actually works. And the best part is I realized that I could have that same essence for cheap. I didn't have to earn 120 million, which would have taken me my life, if any. Maybe I could have spent my whole life and still never even seen that kind of resource. But I reverse engineered and made that version, a 12K version, that I could live by every day. How much cooler is it? Is that like you can have your 120 million lifestyle today instead of having to like put it into a future that may never come. You built it today. And that was the biggest lesson I learned. And then I became obsessed with doing that. And then I upgraded it and I upgraded it. And now it's like the 20K version. And then it's going to be the 40K version. Because as I'm bootstrapping, I'm realizing what are the things are necessary and what are the things that are not necessary. What are the things that are non-negotiables that have to be added back. And just going to build and build upon that until, for all I know, maybe that lifestyle is not something that I want, right? Maybe I stop at 100K and I was like, okay, well, actually, this is actually way better. And, or maybe it's just a phase that goes away and I didn't have to live in the future for something so obscure and far away. It's like when people tell me, I like to travel. No, they don't say I like to, like, oh, I would love to travel one day. And in my mind, it's like, no, you don't. Because you would have already. That's the problem. Is when people say I would love to travel one day. It's like you don't. You would have done it. If you really did want it, you would have done it. You would have done it. I traveled because I couldn't hold it in. Like, I have to contain myself not to travel. You feel me? That's the difference. I actually like to travel. When I say, when I have this much money, I'm going to see the whole world, I actually mean it. Because I've done a lot of traveling. And I've, without having to wait to be rich. You know what I'm saying? I already did it. I still do it. I have to hold myself back from not doing it. So if there's anything this year, is to like really do an audit about what it is you actually like genuinely. What is your version of like that success? Like genuinely, not something, some other dream someone else sold you. Because like I said, if you're saying I want to travel, but you've never traveled, it's like you would have done it, bro. You would have done it. If you don't want it so bad that it hurts, you don't have it, and that you're not willing to do anything in order to get it, it means it's really not something you actually can. Your energy is already moving in the things you already want. So the audit is to remove all the bullshit that you sell yourself of the things that you think you say you want and haven't done, so that you can actually fully see the truth. Because you already know the truth. The truth is already there. You're living it. You know, I didn't know how much I like to travel until I traveled even more. And I lost sight of that for a while. For a long time, I lost sight of my love for travel, and started living in the future. That's why I'm telling you this. Like, it's actually like a problem. It's a problem that goes on, and as you grow older and stuff like that. But I managed to keep it and rekindle it and grow it in a unhealthy way. And by unhealthy, I mean obsessive. I live in an ambulance. God damn it! I live in an ambulance because I just want to be traveling all the time. And this is the longest I haven't went without traveling. I think it's been, actually no. It was 2 months after I got the ambulance was the last time I was in Miami. That was around April. So it still has not been more than a year where I've stayed put. And I've already been trying to plan another trip, like sometime in January, in Florida, just nearby. That still counts. I mean, I just want to see more of Florida. I make points now to like make time to even drive an hour or two away from the city or from home, just so I can see a new spot. If you just go like anywhere 2 hours away from a city, you'll see some crazy stuff. You'll see like raw nature. 2 or 3 hours away from a metropolis, you start seeing some crazy stuff. But yeah, it's not. My point is not about traveling, but it's about bootstrap. MVP lifestyle, not just the business, the lifestyle, the lifestyle. If you're gonna build a business, you might as well build a system around your life. Make as you might as well treat yourself like a business and treat your life like an MVP. Because why not? Like, I don't get it. I mean, why not? It makes perfect sense to me. So this year, hopefully, I can fix all the bugs in the lifestyle, in the products, and everything, and at least get 10% better. So if we're doing a 20K lifestyle, let's make it 50K this year. That would be pretty good. At 50K, it's like actually at that point, I don't even know what more I would need. I might actually, if I actually fulfill that this year, I might actually give it up after 2 years, because it's like, well, I would have done so much already at that, like in terms of that lifestyle. Like that'll be the fork in the road of, do I want to continue this, or is this just a phase and time to move on to other things, or no, this is the way and will always be the way. We'll find out this year. So it's going to be really exciting. I hope you do audits. Just do an audit tomorrow morning. Seriously, just do an audit. It's not even about New Year's resolution. Just do an audit. Use New Year's as a day where you actually cut time off from all the other busy stuff that you're busy with. No one has time. You got to make time. Okay. Just cut everything off and use today as an opportunity, as an excuse, rather, I should say, to make time for an audit. Because I promise you, you never will have time for an audit unless you just stop the spinning plates and just stop and just do an audit. It's like, no, today's an audit. I don't care. We're gonna skip this thing. We're gonna not do our laundry. We're not gonna clean our house today. Today is audit day. Okay. If you don't make time to sharpen the axe, you're gonna get a blunt axe, and then you're gonna be chopping wood all day. And as the axe gets more blunt, you chop less and less wood, and now you have to put more effort in to get the same amount of wood. Because now you're chopping wood all day, you don't have time to sharpen the axe. But you knew if you just audit, audit, audit your life, audit your thoughts, audit your energy, and see whether you're living true to you, or you were sold some ephemeral propaganda dream that isn't even something you actually wanted. Because you'd be doing it. You'd be doing it. Or at least some tiny version of it. It's just a little tingle of it. Like a little schmeckle. You would at least see some schmeckles in your life. At least. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. I know I hit you somewhere. You probably felt it. Oh, damn, he's right. Like whatever that first thing that popped up, that's the one, bro. That's it right there. I know you know what I'm talking about. I just did the audit for you right now. I just did it for you. So congratulations for tuning in for this like 30-minute boom audit done. Year just started. Boom. Your brain is like, oh yeah, we starting this year just like that right now. Your brain's like, wow, this is serious. 30 minutes into the new year, and we already know the answers. Oh my god. Oh my god, this year's gonna crush it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was good, man. What should we do? Should we continue coding? Should we watch some Happy People? There's a show called Happy People. It's about Siberian trappers in the snow. I saw the first 20 minutes. I'm like, whoa. It's cold today right now. It's like 30 degrees. And I'm like, whoa. Watching these guys makes me feel warm right now, because I can't imagine that kind of cold. And they just live off the land. It's crazy. It's just weird and wild, and yeah. I mean, I'm pretty tired. Really, I'm starting to because this is usually when I sleep. So staying up, talking about this, yeah. I probably will end the stream. Right? I think this was a good rant. Um, you know, I'm out here in the woods, so this is a weird countdown. At least I decided to make a video of it live for some of you guys over here. Yeah, go do that audit. Go bootstrap that MVP. Go create that bootstrap lifestyle. Stop waiting for the future. There's only right now. There's only right now. Future's not even real. It's just every minute is just now. There's no tomorrow. There's no the past. It's just today. So yeah, guys. Happy New Year's. Wish you all the best. 2026. It's gonna be incredible. And if not, that's just life. But it's gonna be incredible if you apply yourself, even if things don't go your way. It's just, incredible is not good or bad. It's just, whoa. Life journey, life story, video game. Oh my god. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was just crazy. That was just a crazy year. That was just a crazy life. It doesn't mean it's all positive. It doesn't mean there's no pain or suffering. It just means it's like, whoa. Right? Like a movie. It's a movie's ups and downs. Movie has trials and successes and losses. It's just a movie, man. It's just real, bro. So yeah, I hope today's your movie year. I hope every day is your movie day. This is Goober Stutes. Checking out. Happy New Year's 2026. Peace.